Here's my preview of the Baylor versus #1 North Carolina women's soccer game. Yes, that is correct. North Carolina is the new #1. I know this for sure. Last year's starting goalie for North Carolina is not there anymore. They have used 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 forwards. But some players, and they have swapped goalies each half. They start with Emmy Allen, 5'11" goalie. That's a freshman with 6 saves on his season, and then second half is Mars Josephson, a 5'7" goalie. That's a senior, 5 saves on the year. Emmy is number 32 and Mars is number 17. But some players to keep an eye on. And I will put the stats in the description below in a link, because it's going to be a lot, because it does include last year's and this year's. Sam Meza, who is a 5'4" midfielder or forward, that's a sophomore, #1. She had 2 assists on the year. Julia Dorsey, #7. No, I don't need to include her. She only has 1 assist on the year so far, but in 1 goal on 1 shot last year. As a 5'7" defender, that's a senior, #7. But Isabel Cox is another player. Last year she had 4 goals on 24 shots and 2 assists. This year she just got 6 shots attempted. But Avery Patterson is the one to keep an eye on the most. She scored yesterday against Texas both times in that 2-0 win. She's a 5'6" midfielder, forward, or defender. She had 3 goals on 15 shots attempted this year alone. Last year, she had 5 goals on 23 shots and 3 assists. That's a versatile player. Emily Colton, last year she had 7 goals. That's a 5'3" midfielder. That's a sophomore, #19. Avery Patterson is number 15, by the way. She had 7 goals last year on 51 shots and 1 assist, but this year just 2 shots. But still, you gotta keep an eye on her. A player that started last game is Ally Centaur. She had 1 goal on 6 shots attempted this year. And that's a 5'3" forward. That's a freshman, #21. Ruby Grant, she had 2 goals on 9 shots last year. She's a 5'6" midfielder. That's a sophomore, got 3 shots attempted this season so far. Emily Moxley, she had 10 shots attempted last year. That's a 5 and 6 assists last year as well. But so far this year, just 2 assists. 5'8" forward, that's a senior, #8. Emily Murphy, she had 5 goals last year, 36 shots attempted and 6 assists last year, but so far this year, just 1 goal and 3 shots attempted. And I know Rachel Jones, for a fact, had 2 goals on 39 shots last year, and 5 as well as 5 assists, but no shots attempted, no assists this year. So far. So that's some players to keep an eye on, and I'll say this right now. You cannot have defensive lapses as much as last game against Florida. If you're going to counterattack in transition, you got to get back defensively as soon as possible. You got to hurry back and not be so defensive lapsed. In transition, because I know North Carolina will attack you for sure in those counterattacks, and it'll be interesting how they're going to handle that, because once you see the stats, they are a dangerous team. They are dangerous. This is the team that could very well win the national championship possibly, and win the ACC down the line. ACC national championship, Final Four, Elite Eight, I would think. You don't need to back down to them, though. You need to just give them as many fits as possible because you have no pressure on you. They have all the pressure, and the target is on their back as a number one team in the country. Let's take it to them. Don't back down. That's number one. And you did a pretty good job. Baylor did a good job yesterday of finishing in the second half, though they had a 1-0 lead and 10 minutes left in the game. They gave up that one goal on a rebound, and they just couldn't clear the ball out quickly enough or grab it and say, no, you're not getting another shot at it. And it just went, it was at a good angle on the shot from the side. So I just know no matter what the result is here, they're going to learn a lot. This is the best team in the country. One of the best teams in the country. Regardless of the result. To me, what I consider a win is a tie. Obviously, I like a win. I do. But I know it's going to be very, very, very hard to do that. It will be hard. But it would really give them confidence if they get at least a draw. Because worst case scenario, you're one win, 2 losses, and 1 tie. That's worst case scenario. And that's to a really good team. Best case scenario, of course, is 2-1-1. Or 1-1-2. If you include ties. Which I do. That's how they do it. And it's only 90 minutes of playing. So, I just know Texas yesterday got exposed a bunch. So, we'll have to wait and see on how they're going to address it. Because I know they do have, not only today, but tomorrow to prep for Sunday at noon on the Longhorn Network. Yes, I know it's weird. Because it's not including Texas at all. Instead of ESPN Plus. But, just gotta not be intimidated by them. You got to take it to them and don't back down. And continue to fight because you have nothing to lose. You really, really don't. You're not favored to win this game. Probably not. And they may win 9 times out of 10. But there's always that 1% chance of pulling an upset off. Or even a draw. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. It's going to be 400 subscribers or more by the end of this year.